Andreas George, you're here for MMA Plus at the Bellator press conference now, joined by Derek Chisora. You're here at Bellator, you're supporting a great promotion. You're here with your friend King Mo. How are you finding it today? You enjoying it? You seem to love it.
I enjoyed it. It's going well. Me and King Mo, we've been hanging out. A bit of wrestling. Teaching me his theory on his game, and I was showing my theory on my game. It's been going well. The press conference was great. Two fighters got enough respect for each other, but they just want to fight each other one day.
Yeah. In British boxing, we've seen so many amazing clashes, like the touted one between MVP and Paul Daly. Obviously, it's not happening in May, but it's in the plans for Bellator. To see two British guys like that, when you've been in so many high-profile British fights, can you see the potential that MMA has here to do something special?
Oh yeah, man, it's gonna happen, man. Put it this way, Bellator, MMA, they're gonna make it happen, because the way they're just taking the game by storm. They're going all different countries. Put it this way, what do you want to do on a Saturday if there's no boxing fight? Even if there's a boxing fight, there's a shit boxing fight on. You rather go watch this, somebody's going to get knocked out, so there's going to be blood around the ring, and you're going to enjoy it, and this is what's happening right now.
How long have you been a fan of MMA then?
I've been a fan for 3 years now. 3 years? Yeah.
What was it that brought you into the sport?
I just watched it, I see a couple of great knockouts, and I'm like, let me just keep watching it. I don't go to the events, but now I might start going. This will be my first one going.
Well, you'll have to come on May 19th for Bellator.
Yeah.
Look, the sport of MMA is growing, and people keep trying to compare it to boxing and say it's same. They're both combat sports. I've spoke to a lot of different boxers, and they all have so many varied opinions. I'd like to hear what you have to say about that.
It's a combat sport, but in this situation, I think they use both. And then boxing is more like an artwork, because you're only using two hands. You have to keep the other guy away from you. You have to pick your shots. In MMA, it's more like you can either use your hands, kicks. You can either grab hold of him, flip him, and stuff like that. There's so much going on into that. But in boxing, it's the same thing we do every day in the gym. You go in the gym, you warm up the same routine, same things. But in this other sport, you can either come in today, work on your wrestling, come in tomorrow, work on your boxing, you come in tomorrow, work on your kicks. In boxing, there's nothing like that. You have a running in the morning, hitting the bag with the same bloody hands. You ain't no fucking kicks in there, So I'm in boxing, man. I love both everything, but I think boxing is much harder because there's so much concentration you have to do, because there's only two things you're allowed to use in boxing.
Rightfully so. And boxing, of course, is where the money's at in this country as well.
The money's everywhere. All you have to do is build your name, bro. You can't just decide to go in MMA and then suddenly think you're gonna make 200,000. No, it don't work like that. You build your name. It's like my man there. He's earned the right to make money, because, as he was saying before, he used to sleep on the floor in Florida and stuff like that. He's earned his right now to get the money now. So everybody in the game, you have to earn your right. You can't suddenly come from the youth team and suddenly you're on playing for Chelsea, you're on 200,000. It don't work like that. You're on 15,000 first, and then you earn your progress, and you feel great, you get the dollars.
Yeah.
Of
course. What are your plans this year? Because in 2016,
my plans this year is just to get hold of Dillian Whyte, and then that's it. Yeah, let's get hold of Dillian Whyte. If you know what Dillian Whyte is, to let me know. He's telling me nowadays in Africa. He's not in Africa, he's in Dubai like the rest of everybody. They don't want to go to Africa, they like to go to Dubai.
You two had such an amazing fight, the fight of the year in 2016. In some cases, people would have thought maybe, they would have earned each other's respect after that. It doesn't look like that's the case with you.
Nah, get him out of Dubai, let's rock and roll.
Is it going to happen? Is that
going to happen. He's overpricing himself, but it's going to happen.
And that fight, that rematch, we're talking about Anthony Joshua, Vladimir Klitschko, so many amazing fights in the UK. Where does this one stack up with all of those?
Most fighters that wish they could fight like me and Dillian Whyte's fight. The last fight that was like that was 30 years ago. No one else is ever going to fight like that. Even David Haye and Tony Bellew won't be able to fight like that. I know Tony's my boy, but they won't fight like that. Fighters don't want to fight. I love fighting. Brutal.
Derek, thank you so much for your time. I really appreciate everything you've had.